welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new readings every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Chalices. We have the Magician. The Seven of Wands and the Temperance card are sticking out to me really heavily with their energy. The energy in these two cards feels very similar. In Temperance, it looks like these two waves coming together and crashing together and merging. And then the Seven of Wands depicts this person jumping from pole to pole. Well, wand, from wand to wand. But what I'm picking up here between these two energies is there's sort of this idea here that's been on your mind of the journey that you are and have been on. And I keep hearing that you need to have a little bit more patience at this time because there's still certain things that are coming together in the background. There's certain pieces that still need to fall into place. And what's interesting about this Temperance card is that when you look at it closely, there's actually a person floating in the water, surrendering to these waves that have come together and holding two cups. A lot of you are either about to come to sort of this fork in the road, or you are currently on this path where you made a decision that had you veering one way or another. And part of it is because you have stepped into a more authentic timeline where you are paying more attention to your needs finally and what you truly want, paying more attention to how you're going about achieving what you want and the energy that you want to be in when you manifest your desires. But it kind of has you feeling like things have randomized, or like you're just jumping from pole to pole or thing to thing, and you maybe feeling like there's a lack of direction here. But that's actually not the case. What I'm hearing is that there's a bunch of energy that is all around you and is in these different environments of whichever path that you've chosen to take. And although it may seem like certain things have nothing to do with the other, they actually do. Regardless of which path you take or which path you have taken, the common denominator is you and your energy. There's this coming together of energy that's happening, this coming together of skills, coming together of understanding of your energies and how you influence the energies around you and the people around you, how they influence you. There's a deeper understanding here of your manifestation skills because of that. It's sort of being illuminated, the different choices and the different feelings and emotions that you have as you move forward, how you go about achieving what you want, the energy in which you're doing it has all been illuminated to you. And part of this path that may feel like it is completely different, or that it's setting you on a different path, or for some of you, you may think it's like a detour, is to teach you more about your manifestation skills, more about your authenticity, and what it truly means for you to be happy. The Nine of Chalices is an indication of energies coming together, of the fog finally clearing and receiving more peace and clarity. It's also a card of manifestation where things come together. If you'll notice that there's a bunch of different cups floating above this person's head, and they're all pointing in a different direction. You're kind of being prompted here not to lose sight of your long-term goal and understand that oftentimes we think success is this straight line from point A to point B, but often there's more curvature to it where you're going over here and then you come over here and then you go over there and then you go over here, because all these different things have skills that come together to make the final outcome. Your being asked to surrender to the changes and the shifts that are happening at this time and be open to seeing things differently. You're stepping into sort of this new energy when it comes to your manifestations, which is changing the way that your environment is reacting to you and changing the way you view it. But that also means that there's going to be a deeper authenticity. But before you kind of get to the authentic parts and you get to the clarity of that, there's going to sort of be this trial period where it's like you're trying on different outfits and different hats to see which ones fit, which ones look best together. That's part of what this path is, and this veering that you've been doing into what may seem like it's not connected, but it is. The clarity in that will come in time, but you just need to give it time. Focus more on what you want long term to align to that, but on surrendering and not expecting things to come about in a certain way or a specific outcome. Focus more on the feeling of it. Focus more on just allowing whatever positive energy there is to enter. Have patience and try to remain balanced even when it feels like things maybe could crumble, or like things are going in different directions, or like you have no control. You really do. This is just uncharted territory for you. Until you go into this place of the unknown, it will be unfamiliar until you go there, and then it becomes familiar. That's part of the journey. The King of Wands is also somebody who is very much a leader and gets things done. They motivate others to help them. They're very good at taking action towards their goals. Remember that to actualize some of these things on this path that you're on means taking action towards what it is you desire. So even though the path may not be completely clear, any sort of progress is progress. So using those little stepping stones to kind of get you to where you're going or allow you to feel more grounded so that when the clarity does come, you can make moves is going to be sort of pivotal during this time. You're very much being prompted to live in the present, not in the past or the future. Be very present at this time, because the little bits of synchronicity and divine guidance that are going to be coming in with the Temperance card may be very subtle, may be very emotional in terms of they come as feelings more than anything else. With that being said, it may not be as direct. It may be a lot more subtle. You may have to pay a lot more attention. You may need to track your synchronicities a little bit more closely to pick up on the messages here, because the universe is kind of allowing you to build and learn and sort of, oh, here's a good analogy. I just heard Wizard of Oz. Pretty much all of you have probably seen Wizard of Oz. I'd be very surprised. If any of you have not, please comment down below, because I feel like you are a unicorn. But in the Wizard of Oz, she has the shoes on her feet that are magical the entire time. And at the end, when Glinda tells her that you could have gone home at any point and you could have used these magical shoes at any point, they were always on your feet. And Dorothy asks, well, why didn't you tell me that? And Glinda says, you never would have believed me. It's sort of that same sort of feeling with this reading. It's like this path that you're on, although it may seem unclear as to exactly what and how is coming together, show you and prove to you the kind of power that you have. And that's part of what I think this Nine of Pentacles authenticity is you coming more into your power, but this is even taking that to the next step, next level. And you'll notice here, we have 2 9s on either side of this reading, which to me indicates that you're getting very close to completing a cycle, completing some sort of major phase. I'm going to leave the reading here. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and comment your affirmation down below. Your affirmation for this reading is, any detours or side quests are all working in my favor. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.